know you were home.
Yeah, I am. I hope that you got my note last night.
Yes, you mean about your staying at Joe's? Yes, I got your note. What is all this?
Well, going to Joe's for good. Mother, I was going to try and find you and explain this to you before I left. I just want to make sure that I got everything packed up and... Where's Daddy?
Walking the dog.
Okay. It's a late morning for me at work, so I don't have to rush.
Does that mean if your father was here, you'd be hurrying on?
Yes. Well, after that talk we had last night, I just don't think that he and I have anything else to say to each other. I can't do what he wants me to do, and he can't do what I want him to do.
I'm more hopeful than that.
Why? You think he's finally going to let me choose my own husband? Did he start worrying about my rights? Or maybe the way Joe felt last night after I left? No. 2 stupid questions, because I knew the answer. I'm just upset this family a lot. I think things would be a lot easier if I just went to live with Joe.
Siobhan, I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that subject, but what makes you believe that?
I have eyes in my head. Contrary to what Daddy believes, I've not lost my mind.
If you would give both of you some time, I'm sure he'll come around, dear.
I won't. We've made new wedding plans, Mother. Do you want to hear them?
Of course.
Well, the ceremony's going to be in the side chapel at St. A's, and anyone who can come and the family can come and celebrate with us, make us be happy, they're welcome. I realize that kind of cuts down the numbers, but I really hope that you'll be there.
Oh.
And I realize that unless Daddy has a change of heart, I won't expect him.
Siobhan.
Now, wait a minute. I am not trying to be vindictive or melodramatic. I got all that out of my system last night at Joe's. I'm calmed down now, and I feel okay about it. I just really want to spare Daddy the hypocrisy of having to lead me down the aisle with a smile, you know? He's under a lot of stress, and I don't think that another trip to the emergency room would be right.
Now, just hold on. Your father is in good health. And I can't imagine that anything in the world would keep him away from your marriage. I can't even think of that.
I can. I just think of him and Tizo in the same room.
Now, dear, we're miles away from that issue. We're talking now about a split in our family.
I don't want that to happen. Neither does Joe. In fact, you should hear him, how he goes on and on about how important we all are to each other. I wish Daddy could hear that.
Yes, I wish he could, too. Siobhan, you'll never make it up with your father if you start into your marriage this way. Why don't you just give it a few days and come back here and try again with him?
I can't. It would be just like last night, only probably worse. I just don't want to put him through any kind of...
Dear, you've got to stop worrying about hurting him.
Mother, I can't do it to me. Oh. No more big scenes with Daddy, okay? If he has a change of heart, he knows Joe's number.
Hi, Jack.
Hi. I'm about to stop minding my own business.
You want to mind my business, huh? That's okay. Come on in.
I like it here. I like you.
Thanks. It's mutual.
I really don't like butting in.
You don't look very comfortable.
There's too much involved, Joe. I'm the one who introduced you to Siobhan. She's not only my sister-in-law, she's my very dear friend. I'm the one who encouraged her to trust you.
Oh, you're up to here in Ryan Novak nuptials, huh? I know. Look, Jack, sit down. Say whatever you want.
Look, all the talks we had, the research I did for the article, the remarks the guys drop at the Gennaro sometimes, all those situations, you come off clean. Tiso doesn't. In fact, there are rumors he's as active as ever in the rackets. But the kid, Joey, the nephew, he runs a legitimate fishing business.
Forgetting the press, the newspapers and the supermarkets, they all say I'm being groomed by Tiso to take over.
No, I haven't forgotten that. Spent half the night thinking about that.
Right. Siobhan told me you have 1 foot in her dad's camp. That's how she put it. Not bad, huh?
Not bad, but not a position I can stay in. One way or another, I want to know the truth. Now.
I wish I could do that, Jack. Tell you the truth like that in one simple statement. But here's one. I love her. And I promise no harm will ever come to her. That doesn't do it, huh?
It's not where my problem is. How about Tiso? His bodyguards? Mrs. Pavel? Most of all, what about you and your work?
Tiso, well, he's my family. He raised me as a son. I love him like a father. I respect him.
How do you know he's retired? And if he is, how do you know that somebody from his past won't use Joey's wife to settle an old score?
You remember I broke it off with Siobhan? That's why.
Then you're not sure about your uncle.
I am. His word's good enough for me. But it's the life we have to live. It's that reputation thing hanging over my head all these years. I didn't want that for Siobhan. As it turned out, I couldn't stay away from her. I've stopped dreaming that she'll be kidnapped from my kitchen someday. The basic problem is, I'm not good enough for her. I know that.
Kidnapped? That's some dream.
Don't you ever get scared that someday something might happen to Mary?
Tell me about Mrs. Pavel.
Well, she thinks Tiso had her husband killed for staging a much smaller version of the same scene she made last night. He came over the harbor side. He's yelling at me. I took him in the kitchen. I gave him lunch. I paid him the rest of his pay, and he left with apologies. They're a sad pair, those two.
Well, she was desperate, but she didn't seem to be out of touch with reality, at least not to me.
Okay. Fine. Look. Jack, you're my friend, as well as Siobhan's. You're my only ally with the Ryans. But I can't beg you to believe me. Look, I will do one thing, though. I'll ask you. Don't shut her off. And don't let Mary, if you can help it. She needs to know how much you and Frank and Maeve love her right now because it's so bad with Johnny.
If I was about to shut her off, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah? Okay, I'll tell you what. My accounts, my employees, my friends, you've got complete access. Feel me out. Mind my business. Convince yourself, please.
You realize what you're suggesting?
You'll need these to get in my files.
No. Keep the keys, Joe. I gotta go meet Mary.
You'll come back and pick them up later, then?
Yeah, I think I will.
Good.
Hello?
I've ordered to bring you some breakfast. What would you like?
Not hungry, thanks.
All right, then. At least have some coffee. You must have been exhausted last night. I thought of waking you up, but then I decided that you must have needed to sleep.
Wasn't sleeping.
You ready for your vigil at the coffee house today? Yeah, I do hope that if you see that man again, you'll be careful. Of course, I'm sure that Jack will look after you. He says that the story is progressing marvelously. What time are they going to pick you up? All right, Kimberly, I've had just about enough. I am not in the habit of speaking for the sole purpose of hearing my own voice.
Could have fooled me.
Good, good, that's better. You'll find that while I won't tolerate a great deal of that kind of sarcasm or the sort of scene that we had last night, I infinitely prefer it to the sort of withdrawal routine you've been pulling this morning.
It's not a routine. I'm angry.
All right, then you be angry out loud. Now, I assume you're referring to the conversation we had last night.
Surprised you remembered.
Oh, remember it very well indeed.
And have you thought about it?
Not very much. I made my decision. You understand the rules. That's about all there is to it.
I can't believe you're still upset.
I told you, darling, I'm not.
Adam and I were just kidding around. Now, I don't know what you think you walked in on here last night, but we were going over my audition scene, and that's it. And even if it were more than that, I can't see that it's any of your business.
You've made it my business.
I never came here and asked you.
You are in my home. And that implies certain rules and certain codes of behavior. Now, I don't know what you've been doing all summer with that boy, but I am not your grandmother, and you cannot get away with it here. And now, the topic is beginning to bore me. The conversation is over.
First you tell me to talk, and then when I try to say something, the conversation is over. What do you want from me?
Oh, a little pleasant companionship might be nice.
Well, what if I don't feel pleasant?
Act it, darling. That is your chosen vocation, isn't it?
So now you're making fun of me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I am. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that. It's not fair. It's tempting, but it's unfair. Excuse me. Hello. Yes, she is. Hold on, please. Miss Harris.
Hello? Yes, of course I am. One moment.
Give me a pen, please.
12th Street and 5th Avenue. Of course I will. No, thank you. Oh, Mother, it's incredible.
What is it?
They want me for a play.
Who does?
Well, not really, but I've got an audition.
Kimberly, calm down and tell me what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah?
The other day, I read about a play in one of the show business papers. It's just an off-Broadway play, but it's one of the classics, the Greek ones. And I sent my picture and resume to them, and they want me to read.
Oh, darling, that's wonderful.
My first New York audition.
Yes, and I'm very happy for you, and I know you do a marvelous job, and I'm very glad you're off that bad mood.
It wasn't a mood.
Kimberly, hush. Mary, hello.
Hello, Ray.
It's been a long time.
Yes.
Come on in. Can I get you some coffee?
Oh, no, thank you. Hello, Kim.
Hi.
You all set to go? We have our work cut out for us today.
I'm ready. Isn't Jack coming?
Oh, he had some business to take care of, but we'll meet him at the coffee house.
Mary, the police have agreed that this is the best approach, haven't they?
Well, Jack's been in touch with them. We'll keep an eye on her.
Of course you will. I'll just have the car brought
Oh,
around.
please don't bother.
Oh, it's no bother.
Ray, it might be better, less conspicuous, if we didn't. Besides, I think it's time I start teaching Kim the inner workings of the New York City subway system.
That'd be great.
Yes. Well, you will bring her back afterwards.
Mother.
Of course.
Let's go.
And take care of yourself, darling. And if you do see that man again, I don't want you trying to do anything yourselves.
She worries about me sometimes.
That's how mothers are.
Really? I guess I'll just have to get used to it then.
Goodbye, Ray.
Goodbye.
Bye, Mother. Have a nice day.
Aha!
I'm sorry, but that is not allowed in this house.
Let your old mother rest her weary
No,
bones.
I'm sorry, not on the arm of the sofa. You may, however, sit here on the cushion.
Francis, I'm working. Leave me be.
No, now sit down, and you can even put your feet up on the table if you promise to take off your shoes and you don't tell Mom.
Just leave my feet on the floor, thank you very much. Why aren't you in the office?
I'll get there. I'm not even going to ask why you're in such a bad mood.
I'm not in a bad mood. Well, I'm out of sorts, that's all.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate the explosion when Siobhan got home last night?
I don't think that's amusing. 5. How did you know?
Well, I was at the party. I also rode home in their car with her, listened to her tear into Jack, so it wasn't too hard to guess what might happen with Da.
She fought with Jack.
Well, let's just say Jack expressed some reservations about Tizo's honesty. He was a little shaken about Joe, too, you know.
I don't know what to do with all of this. I just don't know.
What happened?
I don't think anything's right. What? What happened? Well, Siobhan gave your father orders not to lay the law down to her, and he kept right on laying the law down, so she left for Joe's. And I found her in here a while ago with her bags packed, and she's moving out.
Oh, no, Ma, that little hothead. Now,
No, she wasn't in a temper, my dear. She was very sweet as she could be. She's just trying to spare John the hypocrisy of leading her down the aisle and giving her away to Joe. I think that she has visions of your father having a small coronary during the wedding ceremony. Why did he have to handle it like that, Francis? I mean, couldn't he have left his mind a little open to her side? I mean, the man is stubborn as a mule. Oh, I was so angry with him this morning, I kept trying not to throw things.
Well, Ma, what exactly is Siobhan's side? Is she fine with Tizo? She won't even question Joe about it?
She's not all that fine. I spent most of my time at Mass this morning trying to think things over. I mean, you know Siobhan. I mean, all her life she's had trouble following tradition or rebelling against it. My Lord, she graduates from college, she goes all the way out to the West Coast and gets herself put in jail. And then she comes home here with a dog for a present, a giant beast, which she knows very well I've never let a small mongrel stay overnight. And then, what does she do? She gets a job, yes, family planning, perfect. I mean, even when she was little, she'd put on a party dress, look just as lovely as she could, and insist upon wearing skates and fall down and make her knees all bloody and tear the dress. I mean, I don't know.
I know. Marrying Joe comes with trouble. It's part of the package.
No, she's not self-destructive.
No.
I mean, in the long run, she always makes good choices. I've got to put faith in that strength. Oh, Francis, I don't know what's right.
Oh, yes, you do.
Well, I know this, that all of us just better not have any critical words for her for the next few days.
Now, that is exactly right. Just let her common sense go to work, okay? Everybody, we all should just shut up so she can stop being so defensive and just start thinking. Now, of course, there is still the Da. Well,
I'll try to reason with him. I mean, he's not all fire and brimstone.
No, not entirely, anyway. Look, even if there is a wedding, he certainly will not collapse at it.
No, he's looking better, isn't he?
Much better. And so are you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Come on.
You realize that we're all going to be up for about 3 weeks after this, hmm?
Quit stalling, Vanelli.
Loves to watch me suffer.
Anyhow, tell us about your audition.
That's about it. They want me to be there tomorrow to read, and I can't believe it.
Well, that's wonderful, Kim.
Well, it's not Broadway or even off-Broadway, but they said it was a showcase, and I read that's where a lot of people got their start. Making it sound like I already have the part.
Oh, that's a good attitude. What's the play?
You know, I don't know. It's Greek and depressing, and that's all I can remember. Boom boom drama.
I beg your pardon?
Boom boom drama. That's what I call it anyway. You know, one of those plays where the gods are messing up everybody's lives and the poor mortals don't know what to do, and the whole time there's this drum off stage going boom boom, boom boom. that's about it.
What was the name of the play again?
Where were you?
Don't look now, but I think I have an admirer.
Was it some guy bothering you?
Oh, no, it's okay. It's nothing. He just winked at me. I was the one who started it.
Don't let her fool you. She's really crazy about me.
Anyway, what were you saying about your audition?
Oh, nothing really. Enough about me. I want to hear some more about the two of you.
You already know how we met, about our apartment, our wedding, our weddings, our daughter. What else you want to know?
Hi. I'm sorry I'm late. The damn alarm didn't go off.
So there's my girl. I've been looking for you. What's the matter? Don't I get a hello?
You're good.
Bothering you?
That's him. That's that guy, the one who mugged me.
Don't. Call the police. I saw him. I recognize the two of them. I'm sure I can see them again anywhere. We'll find them.
Where's your phone?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize he was the one you were asking about when you were here before. I haven't seen him since that night when you were hurt.
Lieutenant Ritter, Jack Finelli.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, honey. We'll find them.
A new original reality series on SoapNet. Mom and Dad are moving in for a financial intervention. It's a matter